What's up, y'all? This is the girl you can trust, Tarot, and I am here doing a read. It was gonna actually be a short, but I said, you know what? It's some interesting, very juicy stuff going on. To my Aries, you got the King of Wands here. So I'm gonna just, Aries is really standing out to me, but all of the placements of here, we have the King of Wands, those fire placements. We have the Chariot, which is representing Cancer, which is a major arcana. So there is big news in this message. But wherever you have water placements in your chart. And then we have the 8 of Pentacles, y'all. Somebody is really building the bag. Okay, that's for my Virgo, Capricorn, or Taurus placements. And then we have the 6 of Swords. Listen, that's for my Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius placements. So we are focusing on all placements. I don't ever really want to just focus on one zodiac. And so with this channel being so very new, and I get a lot of downloads, I feel like you never know. Like, we all have different placements in our charts. It's very rare that you see someone have, let's say, for instance, you fall under the zodiac of Aries and you see that you have Aries all throughout the placements of your chart, right? And so that's why it's so important for you to learn about your sun, your moon, your Venus, just how you connect in relationships. But here's the thing, guys. Everybody is up in this reading, okay? And let me tell you something, ladies. You guys got these King of Wands, these sexual, high vibrant energies. These brothers, like, some of them might not really, they might be struggling entrepreneurs. They may be comedians. Some of them may be in the politician arena, but many of them are visionaries, okay, and they're very savvy. Some of them may be, single dads or possibly married in the past. But divine feminine, you have a divine masculine, or what? Listen, I understand we live in some very different times, and it has been an adjustment, but I've always known about just how we have, what I'm saying, those who identify with the homosexual community. I don't want to get into all of the different identities because I don't know. I know we have I think it's the LGBTQ community. But you could be in a same-sex relationship, because I do see a lot of divine masculine connections. I also see a lot of times in the spreads, third-party energies where there's a divine masculine that's also in connection with a divine masculine as well, but also in the forefront in a relationship with a female. So, and that's considered as bisexual. But so many of you guys could be in a divine connection where there's two masculine energies, where it's a fire and a water sign that's really working together, really working hard. And there has, been some real hardships that you guys have had to come through, maybe with, a lot of judgment. But you've learned how to release those limiting beliefs. You're now like bringing out closure. And this could be for a divine femme that's, or a woman that's a feminine energy, or that's born in the feminine energy but has strong masculine traits. You are seeking closure, and fairness and balance, and there's been some type of harmony restored because you guys have released materialism. Or this could be, you could possibly be just, now I'm just not going to even single it out to who's who. I'm just going to say divine feminine. So whatever energy you resonate with, or divine masculine, whatever energy you resonate with. Some of you guys have shut it down, okay, with someone who's a natural born leader. He's charismatic. He's an entrepreneur. He gets things done. He's very logical. He could be funny. He could be charming. He could talk a lot of crap. He could be a very characteristic where he can impersonate other just, you know, like people, celebrities. He could actually be a comedian, or he could possibly be an actor. But he's very business savvy, but he's also clever, and he could have Sagittarius, Aries, or Leo placements. And then we have the Chariot card here, and I see a handsome, you know, Caucasian brother. He could either be from the South, and he could be considered as a redneck. You know, he might like black chicks. I don't know. I mean, I'm trying to remove the word BLACK from my when I'm speaking of melanated beings, because of the word. Everything with the word is a frequency, is a vibration, and there's different things that's attached to the words. But anyways, just like, you know, we have different levels to our blackness. You know, we have those who are considered as real upper class, you know, the PhD, the doctors, the lawyers, those who probably operate as politicians, and they speak very well, they dress well to do. And then you have, you know, like our next class where, you know, they may be middle class, they may be you know, the job workers that are working in, you know, possibly correctional officers or police officers, nurse, you know, doctors. But there's different levels to it. And then you have those who are like our service workers, who are bartenders and waitresses. I see like you guys maybe some of you guys maybe really have very Southern roots. Some of you guys may be into horses, or you may be seeing horses. Some of you guys may be a Caucasian that's into building things. You like working with your hands, using your hands. And you are a carpenter, or you are invested in real estate, and you're getting ready to move into calmer waters, because there's some hardship that you guys have had to overcome, and you've had to use your strength of will. Your faith has been tested on every side, but there is success coming, because you have been working to build. You know, you have been working on your craft, okay? And so now, you know, like I said, many of you guys may have Southern roots, or you may actually be in the entertainment industry, where you're like a comedian. You like to play a lot of tricks. You know, many of you guys, if you were in a connection with any type of energy that you can resonate with this, if they're in the divine masculine type of energy, they're releasing limiting beliefs. So I'm speaking to the divine masculine and the divine feminine who are showing up here for a reading in regards to love and connections. Listen, the divine masculine is releasing those limiting beliefs. He's developing that mental strength. When you did whatever you did to shut it down, okay? When you said, you know what, no means no, it started to turn them on, divine feminine, okay? When you tune into you, that caused the divine feminine, the divine masculine to say, you know what? Oh, this is really turning me on. And so they had to begin to face, you know, those limiting beliefs and develop that mental strength. Now, whether you could have been experiencing this in a relationship, or whether this has been in yourself, where you just like, oh my gosh, I've been recognizing I've been more in worry mode instead of, you know, like productivity and being in the presence of feeling what it is that I'm creating. Whether it is me standing up on a stage before crowds of people and telling jokes, or having a podcast where I'm just able to comfortably be myself, I'm releasing the limiting beliefs to now bring about closure. So many of you guys, as you were saying bringing a close to these chapters with the world card being here, another major arcana right underneath the ending. Right underneath the chariot card. So I see fast movement. Somebody may be getting a new vehicle. Somebody may, it may be time to get a new vehicle, but many of you guys might have been experiencing some type of delays, where you have something you have to go back and complete. So you got to tune in with your star player to see what business have you left uncompleted. Because when the world card shows up, it's all about completion and recognition and rewards and dreams coming true. But when it shows up in reverse, it talks about, you're stagnated and you're trying to take the shortcut to avoid, because the Justice card came up immediately after that. So you have Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. You have Leo, Aries, or Sagittarius placements. You got Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Cancer, Leo, Virgo, Libra, Scorpio, Sagittarius, Capricorn, Aquarius, and Pisces all over this spread, right? Many of you guys have angelic assistance stepping in to help you overcome these hardships, this conflict. Whether it's been in a relationship area, whether it's been within yourself, because everything that you experience within, if you are not aware of it, you're just going to mirror it in your outer world. So many of you guys I see here are very, very spiritual and really desiring balance. Some of you guys may have strong ties to the political arena. But many of you guys are demanding for harmony to be restored and overcoming conflict. So whether that's inner conflict within the self, as you bring resolution to the inner conflict within yourself and fall into that loving harmony, just high vibrational energy within yourself. And you guys, I see you guys. You guys have been doing it. But you sometimes go back and forth because you fall back into the illusion. That's where you get stuck. Okay? Somebody in this King of Wands energy, honey, wants you to send them a real nice picture, okay? And they love how you sext and text them. It makes their day. You might think it's small and it's not a big deal, but honey, it makes their day. And then on top of that, when you block out the energies from outside, it turns them on. So Spirit is like, oh, okay, you blocking out everything from the outside, you unplugging everything in the external world out, and you're tuning within the higher self. Spirit said, okay, you come into alignment, you're balanced in your heart chakra. You're no longer experiencing that shortness of breast, those symptoms of breast cancer and all that stuff has to go. The immunity deficiencies and high blood pressure, all of that stuff has to go. The fear of that has to go. And you're unplugging, and you're going in, and you're receiving justice about what you're manifesting, and harmony is being restored with the Five of Wands showing up here in the reverse. Many of you guys are getting ready to experience some type of cooperation. You're getting solutions to your problems, solutions to your financial situations. Listen, I know I get on here and I talk about love and happiness, but at the end of the day, we all are still real people. And like real life-ish, man, it be tough. It be tough. Like just dealing with some of the things that we have to deal with as people. So I don't want to ever get out here and act like I don't experience things, But somebody feels like you know, they're not being celebrated, or you could possibly feel like, you know, you're not being told thank you for the things that you do. Somebody feels like they deserve a medal for putting up with your ass. Somebody feels like they deserve a medal for putting up with your ass. So this could be family related, or this could be a love and relationship connection. You know, somebody feels like they're really, really, really patient. And then many of you, after going through these different conflicts, you know, of just going back and forth with, you know, just many of you guys could be born in the 1980s, the 1970s, 1978, 1977, 1984 is very significant. You could be really into wearing Air Jordans. You could have Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries placements. You could have been a person who, you know, was really concerned about how you looked in the community. You know, like your status quo. You see, she over there with her Chanel bag. She's looking all regal, and he's looking all mean in a way. You know, many of us have been taught how to live, but now we're deciding how we want to live, and we recognize that we have more authority. And so with this card showing up in the reverse, because it's the Four of Pentacles, many of you guys are releasing materialism. Many of you guys are releasing materialism. The planet is releasing materialism, because we were in that Pisces age where everything was, you know, about belief and practical things. And now we're in this Aquarius age where we're having to use, you know, be more just in the flow of things. When you think of Aquarius, you think of air. You know, air can't be confined. So many of us are challenged in our belief systems because we were confined before. So that's why you're seeing so many people just really step out and live their truth, which is something that, you know, I received early on. But so many of you guys are reevaluating your priorities, and you're recognizing that less is more. Some of you guys may really thought you wanted the big gaudy jewelry, the big blinged out watch. Now you may just be thinking about buying a piece of land, you know, investing that money in a different kind of way, because you're thinking on legacy wealth. You're not really concerned about what the crowd thinks. You're stepping out of the matrix, and you're no longer conforming to society and the way that they think that you should live. Taurus, you're more grounded. You're not chasing anything, but you're more or less looking to, if you've had any type of issues with your heart, it's because you've been chasing money, you know, chasing the idea of money. And you have, you know, really, it has caused many of you to lose family members to jail, you know, being sentenced to jail, dying in jail. Maybe you were in jail and lost a lot of loved ones while you were incarcerated. Many of you could have possibly done 9 to 6 years or 6 months in jail, and maybe you just lost a loved one while you were in there. I just send strength to you. You know, better times are ahead for you, so keep your head up. Your name could possibly be Jay. Many of you guys are getting ready to receive big rewards in, you know, lawsuits. With the Justice card being here, there's going to be fairness and balance. I want to just send a huge shout out to the Uber drivers, the hairstylists, the last technicians, you know, all of the service workers, those who work, you know, in air transit or train transit. I pray a lot of times. I'm always praying over just, you know, transportation services. So for those of you guys who are in transportation, you know, just you continue to stay grounded. Stay grounded, guys. Stay grounded. You know, I just speak peace to your crown chakra. May you be at peace and not in anxiety. If you're experiencing any kind of food allergies, you know, things with stomach problems, you got to balance your solar chakra. And when you're experiencing things with, your heart chakra has a lot to do with, practical things. So you can have shortness of breath, congestive heart failure. But I just believe and decree and declare. And in this channel, when you come to this channel, you're going to remember that the healer lives within you. The healer lives within man, okay? And that's the kingdom of right ideas. I believe that there is one power, the power of God, which resides in man. And there's two kingdoms, the kingdom of darkness and the kingdom of light. And you gotta, we all have to really, we are like, as humans in this human experience, we absorb everything. We're like sponges. And we think it's just children, but by the time we reach a certain age, we're kind of like set in these programs. And so many of us are learning that we've been programmed, and we're deciding which programs we want to accept and which ones we want to reject. And many of you guys are coming out of these political backgrounds. Many of you guys are stepping into something where you like, I don't know, I'm hearing whistles. You guys are like whistling something, I don't know, sharing something, but you understand about the attacks that may come, that may exceed yourself. That's, coming from the lower realms. And so I just want to keep you in remembrance that they can't fill your head with their fear and dread unless you accept it as so. And so it's so important for you to cover yourself, cover your crown. I pray right now. I feel like many of my followers are from the India culture, Indian background, Indian descent. You may live in India. You may live in, communities where there's a lot of Indian or India cultures. You could live in possibly somewhere starting with the name of A in the name of the city that you live in. But you have the healer within you. 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 Some of you guys may come from some type of gangster background, and you're now just like, blue may be significant to you, but you're now just like really, really looking for healing. And you're into your artwork. Angels may be significant to you. You might love to paint angels. Or you may know somebody named Angel. Or you may know somebody named Blue. Somebody may call you Sam. Or somebody like to use the word man all the time. Man. Somebody may be called man. But many of you guys are gifted. Somebody may be named Barbara. But many of you guys are so gifted, and you have talents that you have not tapped into yet. But you're getting ready to come into this awakening. And you're getting ready to see the harmony restored. But in order to see it restored in your external world, you have to see it from the inside. And so, yes, I'm gonna pull some more cards because I feel like I got kind of really, really deep. But many of you guys need to laugh more, find things to make you laugh more. There's too many cards, period. Please and thank you. It's a lot going on. So many of you guys are going through, you're uncluttering your life, and you're making long-term plans now, and you're expressing gratitude. Many of you guys are going to see some type of vacation. You guys are going to be going on vacations. This is going to be the summer of love. You're learning to just walk into that self-love, and because you're tapping into that self-love, you are, some of you guys may be connected to a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, the King of Swords. Fill out here. Somebody who's possibly working for the justice of peace. He could be a politician. Somebody who believes in doing it by the book. Somebody who's truthful. you know, deal with legal matters. He could possibly be a lawyer. Or you might, guys, maybe connecting with the lawyer. He could be of the Hispanic descent. We have the King of Pentacles here. Many of you guys may be connecting with somebody. Again, this card always comes out. The Indian descent, but he's the King of Pentacles. Somebody's, you know, really the ultimate provider. Somebody's felt like they've had to overcome a lot of illusions. They weren't seeing things clear. Or somebody could possibly be the type of energy that, you know, starts several projects, but the drifting is the problem. You're not being definite enough. Or you could be divine feminine. You could be dealing with somebody who's a real big dreamer when it comes to being an entrepreneur. And you find yourself carrying the weight of the family. And sometimes you know, you feel like he's dropped the ball. And you know, because he's been disorganized and overwhelmed and trying to plan execution. Somebody operating in some type of just falling for the illusions, not learning from past mistakes. The Page of Pentacles right here. Not following through with their plans, living in grief and sadness. So that could be, you know, that could be a divine feminine just, you know, feeling like that because the divine feminine is here in the Five of Cups. Many of you might have a lot of emotional baggage that you're carrying around. King of Cups just showed up here as an emotionally balanced, heart-centered. So many of you guys may be in your divine masculine energy. Lover's card, but you have a choice, and the choice is you get to choose on whether you're going to allow the lower world to govern you or the higher realm of the world. And you know, I don't want to make it seem, take it like it's, you know, lightly about the things that we have experienced with all of the different losses that we've had, but you get to determine this picture, this outcome. The Sun card showing up here in the upright. So many of you guys, you possibly may have a little girl that's about 8 or 9 years old, or maybe you had some type of love for horses as a little girl. Maybe you celebrated and had a party with ponies or horses. But the Sun card showed here in the upright. So if you can just stay in this Sun card energy, the sun is facing you. It's loving on you. All right. You can have the initials of Q. You could be going on an adventure, planning a trip, you know, taking the kids to some type of, I don't know, somewhere where it's alligators. You may be traveling to Florida, Orlando, Florida, Ocala, Florida, Jacksonville, Florida. But you may have just a lot of things that you've experienced here recently, you know, with loved ones being in jail and just a shortage of things. But ultimately, you're building and you're manifesting real dedication to whatever craft it is that you desire. And it's going to come with an amazing energy rush. And so many of you guys need to look at things that make you laugh. If you lost a loved one, Leo energy, Queen of Wands just showed up here. If you lost a loved one, you got to find things to just keep you laughing, to keep you grounded. You got to do things to keep you grounded. You know, keeping your energy high. We're actually also in a full moon too, so you guys could be feeling the energy of the full moon. But hopefully in this full moon, you're being intentional with closing out certain cycles. If you find yourself being pulled back to past energies, if it's something that you don't want to participate in, stay aware of the emotional energy that you're investing, because you got pimps out here trying to pimp the system with manipulation, okay? Some of y'all said y'all ready for some folks to hurry up and get out of y'all house. And y'all got a real country southern accent. So some of y'all might be like really from the deep country parts of wherever you live, very southern. You might, your name may be Eddie. You know, they may call you, they may look at you as like you the bomb. You might have the initials starting with H. But there is something that you are completing, and you know, you started reevaluating your intentions. So many of you guys are setting up your new intentions. So don't give up hope. You know, don't give up. Don't give up. Somebody's name may be Hope or Cartier, or start with the C. Come out of that paralyzed and antisocial energy. Many of you guys are really tapping into your divine feminine energy. High Priestess card just showed up. But there's a warrior in you, divine masculine and divine feminine. There's a warrior in you. Many of you guys have been recently possibly celebrating graduations. Shouts out to you, to all of the college graduates, or for the parents who had, you know, kids that are graduating from preschool to elementary school, from elementary school to junior high school, from junior high school to senior high school, and then we welcome them into the adult world. Don't allow yourself to be overwhelmed in fear with your children. You got to see yourself. You have to see them in this decisive like energy. You have to see them conquering their self-doubt. You have to see them conquering, learning from their karmic lessons, as you also learn from your own karmic lessons. You have to see them conquering that self-negative talk. So many of you guys may be feeling a lot of judgment. You might be experiencing a lot of judgment around you, or you possibly could have lost a loved one again. Divine feminine energy. You may have archangelic assistance around you. You guys may have a little girl around you that's transitioned from the other side. You have my condolences. May God bless you 1,000 times with 1,000 times over with peace. You know, just supernatural peace. Many of you guys are releasing connections, you know, where people just show up cowardly. Like, you know, they want to pick nickel and dime you. They ain't trying to really invest in you. You know, they're real arrogant and volatile, and can be real jealous, but ain't really coming to the table with anything. You're releasing those type of connections. And you're going to have victory and recognition in the Six of Wands energy. So congratulate yourself, because you're closing out something, a cycle. You're having a milestone. Something about false pretenses, sneaky betrayal energy. Somebody's wearing a mask. Somebody's cheating. This card popped out again. So either you could be saying goodbye to this type of energy, whether it's within yourself or just in your connections, and you're really focusing on loving yourself and walking in that high priestess type of energy. But you're recognizing the high priestess as well as the lower side of yourself. You're recognizing the shadow side of yourself, the materialism, the addictions, the obsessions, you know, all the different things, and you're embracing it, and you're okay. You're bridging between the worlds. You're diving deep within yourself. And so for my comedians, that might be too deep for you. You might fall under the placements of the fire sign. You may be on a little practical side, but you probably like, you know, really just letting go of some old connections that no longer serve you. Devil energy, the Capricorn, Pisces energy, the High Priestess. You're really bringing about some type of healing in your subconscious mind. And there's a new offer coming in. You may be meeting someone new. You may be introducing the world to the new you. You know, but you are entering into this place of security and abundance. So stay out of the energy of the, you know, just feeling like you're left out. Stay out of that energy, because Spirit got something in store for you if you have been intentionally creating and not creating off of those old programs. We are all unlearning to relearn and adopting new ways. So be patient with yourself. Congratulate yourself on the small wins and be thankful and grateful for all that you see in your present. Like in this present moment, you got to check yourself. Is everybody okay? Like, is everybody okay? I hear some of y'all like, I don't know, like some of my followers have to be from like either the South Carolina area, the parts of Georgia, like maybe Athens, Georgia, or Hollywood, Florida, Ocala, Florida again, Orlando, Florida. Or you may just be, you know, you may have an amazing accent. You can come from Uganda, Cambodia, Africa, West Africa. But I'm hearing some of you guys, and you guys have very unique accents. It's time for you to use your throat chakra, okay? If you're experiencing any type of sore throat or teeth or gum problems, you know, that has a lot, or if you're experiencing anything with your thyroid, whether it's hypo or hyper, it has a lot to do with anything of stiff neckness, laryngitis, bronchitis, stiff neck, sinus, allergies, all that stuff. That has a lot to do with you not speaking your truth. So you got to begin to sing, sometimes laugh, go outside and just really just sing, no matter how you may sound. All right. But in a lot of this, when it's overactive, you could be very very hyper activity where you experience like where you're very critical of others, very over opinionated, and sometimes very disrespectful. And then when it's underactive, you can be very self-critical, giving yourself a hard time, or you have a hard time to articulate through your thoughts. You know, you can kind of take more of a, I don't know, like a cowarding type of a moment. You could be very bloated. But when you're balanced in that area, you're able to communicate, and you're a person of integrity. But you speak your truth and you don't hold back. So many of you guys, your throat chakra is being worked on, and you might resonate with the color of blue. And your sacred contracts are being healed. And what you dreamed of most of being and doing, it's time for you to walk in your truth and do just that. All right. Somebody says you're a precious gem to them. They're amazed at how this love has touched their life. Like you have changed their life forever. You know, you're like a milestone, a monument in their lives. They are committed to you. They said the commitment we share welcome sacrifice. Oh my gosh, but you guys are drawn to each other. There's a sweet attraction between you two. It's fate is destined. And it says that my life, eons of time, eons of destiny of time with you. He said you're a diamond, you're a treasure, you're a gem. They want to have a date with you. Ain't nothing that they could do about it. Like, they love you. They said there's nothing you could do about it. They love you. So he wants you to notice the connections around you. You might have been seeing the color yellow. You may need to really work on your your sacral chakra, your solar chakra, you know, your food allergies. You may, you know, have been having some issues with diabetes, stomach problems. I'm not a doctor. This reading is also general, you know, but I'm just picking up what I'm picking up, you know, from spiritually and energetically. Some of you guys may have related skin conditions and lack of memory, you know, and so it's you may have an issue with being perfected all the time. You know, where you have issues and bouts of anger and perfectionism, and a lot of mistrust, you know, the feeling of feeling rejected all the time, you know, a bit just feeling like, you know, worries and dependency, like you're really worried about your dependency. So it's just time to get out of that energy and balance yourself and affirm that you are, you know, an able body, like the Spirit of God dwells in you, and your ability to shine and take your place in the world is filled with joyfulness. You have to affirm yourself, see yourself doing it. Though you might have been met with some very difficult challenges here recently, I know that the world has just been experiencing all types of, you know, challenges, but it's so important, guys, for us to take a bigger view of the picture that we've been seeing, you know, and making sure, Aries, that you're not buying into thoughts that are not of your own. Like, it's so important for us to get back out in nature. And don't forget that, like, deplug, get out from the technology. Stop falling asleep with the phones in your hand. Some of you guys may be into listening to Moneybagg Yale, I think that's his name. Young Dolph may be significant here. Obama may be significant here. Leo placements may be significant here. Again, Kanye West always coming up in my readings. You know that song, Come Up in the Spot Looking Extra Fly. It's time to testify. Okay, many of you guys may be testifying and sharing your story with the world. Many of you guys may be going global. But ladies, you're learning to use your logic. You're not just depending on your intuition. You know, you're balanced to where you're thinking methodically as well as tapped in with your intuition. Somebody say, I'm going to treat you right. And they see the tension. They see the different things that you battled with, and they're willing to be there for you. Oh, wow. That is so freaking sweet. They said, but I'll treat you right. Like, you don't got to worry about me. I'll treat you right. What you want, where you want to go, what you want to do. Just give me some time. He said, where do you want to go from? Oh, I didn't even realize that. He said, where do you want to go from here? I'm ready to make you my wife. Ah! Okay, y'all, my energy be super high, super amped. And that is literally, you know what I'm saying? Some of you guys are taking your business online, and it's going to be really prosperous and productive. Aquarius, Pisces, y'all are in this new birth type of like season. It's been a long time, and you felt like, oh my gosh, can I just hurry up and get out there and shine? You know, my Libras, you know, y'all like to walk up in the building with real classy, real fly, and they better notice you, okay? Some of you guys may be telling your story about being in sex trafficking or sex slave or being pimped. But when you tell your story, it's going to inspire so many others to live their inner truths. So when you start telling your story about whatever type of abuse, I'm seeing truth here again, whatever type of abuse, Aries, you could be very sharp, but people love you. You guys are funny. But Aries, you're healing the relationship with your mother into a healing space. Maybe you guys may be considering going to therapy. But the Spirit of God says, fear not, for your soul is going through a karmic healing, and it's healing your lineage. You'll feel free to be your authentic self, Aries, Taurus. You guys maybe have a baby boy, or you maybe be having a baby girl. But you're healing your mommy daddy issues. Somebody really loves your sweetness, Capricorn. Somebody say y'all got some raw energy, yo. Like, they love your energy. They're addicted to your energy. They feel lucky when they're around your energy. They feel like they can expand with your energy. And they just like, come here. They want to get lost in you. Somebody want to get lost into you. Somebody want to get lost in you. Somebody's leaving a toxic relationship and standing up for themselves. Give me a couple of cards, Spirit, to close out this reading. 45 may be significant. You may be 45 or you may be 37. 1945. Oh, look, the twin flame. I gotta take that. You're in twin flame union with your card. You're learning, with yourself. You may be having strong telepathic communication with someone. Somebody may be tapping and pulling into your energy. They want you to forgive them. They want you to forgive them. They say, please forgive me. Please forgive me, baby. I love you. Somebody say, baby, please forgive me. Like, baby, yo, they don't know how to really say it, but if you don't do it for them, do it for yourself. Spirit say, do it for yourself. That's so many cards. Somebody say, yeah, it's your fault. Y'all like, yeah, nigga, it's your fault. Girl, wait a minute. Somebody say, you effed up. You flipping flucked up, okay? You flipping flucked up. That's how they feel. It's your fault. Somebody say, I'm sorry. Somebody say, baby, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, baby. I'm sorry. Your twin flame say, I'm sorry. And you said you give zero. You give zero flux. Okay, that's the word we're gonna use. You give zero flipping flux. You are like, I don't want nothing to do with you. You're karmic. Okay, some of y'all are like, and you like, and this includes you too. This includes you too. Whoever else is extra. Oh Lord. Some of y'all are learning to love yourselves or learning to love the one that you're with. Okay, the card said this includes you. So you're really learning to love yourself. And you're not taking things personal anymore. Somebody said, shut the flipping fluck up. What kind of conversations y'all having? Y'all just be cussing. Y'all got some potty mouths, okay? I hear y'all. I hear y'all. I hear y'all. Somebody said, you don't know what you talking about. They still love you. And they said, XOXO. So shut up. You talking too much. You see that card? Read it. Shut up. You don't know what you're talking about. So some of y'all been talking a lot of junk. Somebody could be working all the time, on the road all the time, traveling all the time, never really call, never really text. And you feel like that's not showing me that you love me. And I feel like you don't give a flipping fluck. And they like, you don't know what you're talking about. I still love you. That's what he said. That's what the card said. I still love you. And you like, I'm walking away. And he like, no, baby, let's have each other's back. You like, just walk away. And he said, no, let's just have each other's back. So some of you guys may be in the arts and entertainment industry, where you may be, like I said, an entrepreneur. Some of y'all really want things to be different, but it's all about you changing yourself first. But some of you guys may work in games of chance, or you may be playing games of chance, poker online, basketball, football online. Some of you guys may be going to the casino. Some of you guys may work with horses. Some of you guys may have Scorpio, Pisces, or Cancer placements. Leo, Aries, or Gemini. I keep saying Gemini. Okay, some of you guys are getting ready to receive a new love offer with that ding that's coming in. That's confirmation. Spirit said the planet of love. Some of you guys may love roses, the color red. You may be into the unk, but there is romance coming your way. Wealth coming your way. You're tapping into your creative pursuits. You're harmonized. You're attracting an offer. So make sure it's the right type of offer, Kyle, Jason, Janae. Make sure it's the right type of offer. Sandra, make sure it's the right type of offer. You might have 4 kids. You may have 2 children. You might have 6 kids. And you think that love has just counted you out and it's too late for you. You may be in your 60s and feel like love is too late for you. But there is a love offer coming in. You are attracting balance in your life. You might have Libra, Gemini, Aquarius placements in your life. You may have Cancer placements in your life. But things are being made right. Spirit said, remember the light from within you. Don't allow yourself to hide your feelings from this new love offer that's coming in. Because there's a new love offer coming in. But Divine Masculine, you could be closed off. You could not trust her. She could be really beautiful. But open up, Spirit said, because it's going to be a planet of love. But you got to find that love within yourself. So don't block your emotions. Take the mask off, Divine Masculine, Divine Feminine. But I do understand Divine Feminine. Sometimes we could be a little guarded. Okay, and Spirit say it's time to have sex. Some of y'all ain't did nothing since the winter time, or 2 winters ago, 3 winters ago. Since y'all decided to turn inward, you had major transitions, and y'all haven't had any sex. And they said, do you really need a card for that? But I am not suggesting that if it ain't with the right type of energy, honey. But that's your business, not mine. But Spirit say it isn't personal. So do you. Stop taking life so serious. Have fun. Stop being so distant. Many of you are still guarded. And you got to let go of these energies. And a lot of y'all are not paying attention to y'all dreams. Many of you guys are going back and forth between your south node and your north node, and you're judging yourself for it. But there's going to be a reunion for some of you guys. Somebody from the past is going to be returning. For those of you guys who are open to it. And I'm going to just say, to close out this reading, is this an overall reading for someone new? Some of you guys, again, like I said, may be dealing with, you guys may be in a biracial couple. You could be dealing with a Caucasian guy that has long hair. Or you could be dealing with a guy that's very chocolate, low haircut, or he could be fair-skinned, and you could be either mixed, but you look more like you are on the Caucasian side. You could have red hair, or you could be dyeing your hair red, but you want freedom. But give me a card, Spirit, to let me know whether this card, somebody said until death do us part. Somebody created a lot of debt in their last connection, and they're still living in the past. So I hope that you get past this, because whatever you're feeling in your body or your energy, you're communicating that, and you're manifesting that. This 20 card, Spirit. Somebody's still doing a lot of spying, peeping through your emails, through your computers, through your text messages. Probably got a tracker on your car. But y'all, we get to start, we really are so like powerful. Like God placed everything in us to manifest the world we want. That's why it's so important to be mindful of what you watching. So this could also be about someone that you guys might have had a separation with, and you're being nostalgic about the connection, or that person could be nostalgic about it because you guys have been separated, and or there's some type of divorce coming. But whatever divorce took place, it was like broken dreams, heartbreak, somebody's heart was broken, just a lot of grief. And this world card again comes out, and these completions came with bloodshed. Somebody lost their lives, and it could have been a divine feminine, because I've seen the 2 cards earlier. Could have been a daughter or a mother, or it could have been quite a few people. It's just been a lot of grief, but a lot of loss that has come, and it's been with bloodshed. Butterflies may be significant, but you got to pay attention to the phone messages, text messages, downloads. There's some type of news on the way. Many of you guys may be traveling to get this news, but you're learning to balance, and you're moving towards a stability type of energy, as long as you don't allow this toxic devil energy, because many of you guys go back and forth between this guilt and insomnia, like trauma bonding, you know. And it's ultimately, we could say somebody's doing the magic, but we gotta give a consent to that. They have okay to do that, and how we do that is by becoming really in tune with the self and healing these old inner wounds of trauma, so that we can know ourselves, so that nothing outside of the self can manipulate us. Ace of Cups, which is an abundant new connection. This card, I look at it and I say, some people may look at you like you're a mermaid, but there's a renewal and a love offer, but your emotions are being cleansed and healed. There's healing waters of compassion flowing through you and to you. There's a new love offer, romantic love offer, healing this loving, wounded energy that you've been in for such a long time. Many of you guys may like to wear sweaters. You might love the season of fall. Some of you guys might have felt like that person left you out in the cold and just abandoned, and you could barely see her face on there. So just, you guys are really just healing this wounded type of energy, this loss of a loved one, missing someone. Someone could have passed on, someone that might have liked to wear hats backwards. You could be missing that loved one. But God is healing you and releasing you from these illusions and wanting to escape. Many of you guys want to escape. Many of you guys want to escape the drama. And the only way you could do that is by going within and transforming what you see in your outer world. Some of you guys might have had a recent unforeseen change, some type of tower moment, major arcana. But there's going to be a message of good news coming in about it. So don't allow yourself to buy into what it may appear to be an external. Now, ain't this bottle? Look at God. God, you're a trip. I'm done. You guys are balancing the energy with this yin and the yang card showing up in the south node and the north node. Listen, divine femme. Listen, divine masculine. You're living out of this comfort zone and you're moving into your destiny. And it's your fate. All right? Comedians, playwriters, authors, screenplay writers, musicians, those who operate into the technical fields, IT, those who work in carpentry, those builders, those masons. You're moving into, you've been working hard to overcome this south node energy, to move into your north node. Release the control. Many of you guys are going to be taking a beautiful vacation. I can see you guys going by beautiful waters. You guys may already be looking and daydreaming about different resorts, but you guys are moving to calmer waters. Spirit has stepped in with the Six of Swords. This is the first time that I felt like the Six of Swords represents just archangelic assistance, spiritual assistance. Your spiritual team is on the way. Stress relief is on its way to you, divine masculine and divine feminine. I just wanted to come on here and do a little short. Remember to change yourself first. It's always your winning season. Go within. The answers to everything that you need is from within. Your brain waves are taking new shapes. Your brain waves are taking new shapes. Higher energies and frequencies are in full effect. And somebody always, like, literally, oh my gosh, all these cards fill out. Somebody wants to know if you're willing to be justice and fair. Are you really being truthful when it comes to being fair? Somebody feels like they want to know if you're gonna allow justice to come in. Are you just, and can you be fair and just? Somebody really wants to confide into you. Feelings of love, healing, purifying light, and gratitude overflowing from your crown chakra down to your root chakra. So you guys are being healed. Your dreams are being restored. You're dreaming again. You're stepping into this Ace of Pentacles energy, this Ace of Cups energy, where you're considerate, you're liberal, you're professional, you're walking into your destiny. Control your temper and temperament. Your passions are at an all-time high. So the energy may be really, really high. I love you guys. It's 11:12 on the clock. 11:14 on the clock. Somebody might have had a 14-year-old that recently had a birthday. Happy birthday again, Gemini season. This is for my all zodiacs. This is the Girl You Can Trust Tarot. Y'all hit that button. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that like, share, and subscribe. Tell your friends about me. Listen, I've been picking up a lot of stuff, so I don't know if you guys work in the Greek community, if you're from the Irish background community, if you're from the India background community, the African community, Uganda, Cambodia, Canada, the islands. Leave me a comment down below. Shouts out to you. You may work in politics. You may work in the area of, working with animals. Some of you guys may work in real estate, or you may own a lot of real estate, or you may be into flipping houses or carpentry. But just remember that better times are ahead. It all starts from within. What mental picture are you seeing? How do you feel? Check in with your star player. Stay in tune with your star player. I love you guys. This is the Girl You Can Trust Tarot. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Leave me a comment down below. Take care. Until next time, happy Tuesday to you.